What's up? What's up? This is Still Biz, another episode of Thought OPPS. Hey. This is episode like 400 and I don't even know. I lost count. Yeah, no, it ain't 400. It's
episode 40 something.
40 something. Yeah, 40 something. Yeah. So my name is Still Biz. I am one of your hosts. We have who over there?
I'm your host, EJ Briz, better known as EB.
I'm your favorite host.
And I'm your guest at Jaleesa Johnson. Yes. If you don't know it, you better look it up.
You better
look it up because we're gonna have some clips and we're gonna have some stuff. This is what happened this week. I decided that I'm tired of looking at ugly people to my right, so I had to beautify the show.
I don't blame you.
I had to beautify the show, so I bought Jaleesa to the show.
Thank you.
I know that if you're in the city, you're familiar with her. If you're in the States, you're familiar with her. If you see her on different movies, she's into music. Mm-hmm. She's into so many different things. She put me on to a fire song today.
Hey, we're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it later though. But she put me on to some fire music today. My week was okay. I had a trying week with different things going on with family and friends and ideas. And somebody told me something today too, real quick. I had a conversation with someone and they told me that they was like, you be having like some really great ideas, you be having some really good stuff that you do. And it was like, but I feel like you need to leave Cleveland and go somewhere very remote for a while, for like 3 days. For like 3 days and just write down what it is that you want to do. And don't really talk to nobody for like 3 days.
I agree with that.
And I was like, that actually, every time I go out of town, I used to do that. I used to go out of town by myself when I was trying to like get sober because I used to drink a lot. Yeah. And then when I first started getting sober, I was like, I gotta be more selfish with myself. And I used to go out of town by myself and think about how I'm gonna reconstruct my life.
Yes, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So and.
Oh my God!
No, I ain't. No, I mean, hey, whatever.
How was your week?
Whatever the brother need, whatever the brother need. My week was uneventful as usual. Work, spend time with my son. Took my son to go see his grandparents. I was down at Akron.
Why you left?
Because he from Akron.
Oh, okay.
Akron really changed, man. Y'all still can't drive down there. Y'all driving is terrible, but. Let's see what else. Oh, I've been, trying to work on myself and everything. One thing I have been working on, I made it a priority this year is not responding to everything.
Yeah.
And it has been working real good because it's been times where I had to catch myself and I'm like, and I just sit there and look. They just don't respond, so it's been working. It's been working.
That's like at work. Like I stopped responding to everything. I just start calling HR. I'm joking.
You one of those?
No, I ain't no Karen.
Oh, but it's okay though. Like it's okay because honestly, just to double back on what y'all said, you need to have peace of mind, and in order to have peace of mind, you need to have boundaries. You know what I mean? Like you can't sit up here and take everything or respond to everything. Because why the fuck are you giving? Are we allowed to cuss on this show?
You can.
No? Okay. So why are you giving negativity so much of your energy? You need that positive energy so that you can evolve and you can teach and you can learn. You can't do that when you stagnant.
Real quick, a female perspective on the show. I think I told you about it. I was talking to a friend of mine, somebody that I knew from back in the day. And she, we went to college. We went to college together, right? So we went to college. We went to college together. We were having a conversation and. I used to drink a lot back in school. I haven't drank in many.
Your skin look good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Haven't drank.
You got a what?
I didn't blush. I haven't drank in many moons, right?
Shucks.
But the whole conversation, she was like, we was talking about me and like some of my friends. She was like, all of y'all weird, all y'all, And she kept saying, I'm like, how am I weird? She like kept referring back to college and stuff I did when I was like
younger.
Yeah, right. And then she like, well, and it's like she has like a master's in some type of psychology. So it's kind of like, first of all, they tell you when you have a master's in psychology is you don't
prejudge.
Not prejudge. What's the word? You don't diagnose or
you
don't diagnose none of your friends or because you think everybody's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just like how do you feel? Do you know what I'm saying? How do you feel about when somebody like always talking about the old you?
Oh, who's answering this?
Oh, that's you.
That's you.
Okay, let me tell you
this your
something.
show.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I feel about somebody was talking about the old me? Like, I say to myself, you want to see the worst in me because you're not a perfect person. You had to grow up and learn some things along the way so that you can evolve into the person you are today. So why can't you see me as the person I am today? Answer, you don't want to. So now you gotta go.
That is funny.
Can I chime in? Because when you said that, it just reminded me of something that happened this week. And I don't want to go in depth because if the person watching, they don't know who I'm talking about.
Well, the person that's watching, if they watch it, they know I'm talking about. But I didn't say the name. But it's a podcast, and you talk about things you go through. But I would never like Eric knows the situation, but I never said who it was.
Yeah,
Mm.
never showed their Instagram.
Say your shit.
Yeah, but somebody, I was having a discussion with somebody, and they was talking about stuff I did like 10 years ago, and it's just like, but I mean, I understand like I've done wrong, but it's like people don't realize that they done wrong too, but they keep harping, they keep paying attention to what you did and not realizing what they did. So it's just one of them things like I've changed. Like I mean we change daily.
It's the idea of forgiveness too. It's the idea of forgiveness because it's not really forgiveness, but it is the idea of forgiveness. Like you have to pardon people for who they once were because that helps you and the relationship with them grow. And just like you said, they don't want to see that because they still want to remember the old you because they feel like that's the only way they can communicate with you. It's talking to you based on who you once were. You know what I'm saying? And if you become somebody new, you feel like you lost them. And there are people that I used to drink with and people I used to get messed up with, and I'll talk to them now. You always know, like people always know I read a lot. They always know these things, but they revert back to the unhealthy part of myself, and then they'd be like, oh, you think you know everything, or and it's like it's just weird, like
projection.
Yeah, it's projection. You know what I'm saying?
Projection.
Like that's a part of conversations. Like conversations is we talk about the things that we know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So those are different ideas.
It's like if you don't want to know who I am today, if you don't want me to input anything positive into your life, because I'm not trying to tear anybody down, I'm trying to uplift you. And if you keep judging me and trying to revert me back to who I used to be, you can go, because at this point, I can't do anything with you. You're going to always see me for who I was at whatever age that was, instead of seeing me for who I am today, and understanding that who I used to be made me who I am today. And it also can be an ego thing. Like, people don't want to see you outdo them.
Yes.
People don't want to see you outgrow them.
People want to see you do. Some people want to see you do good, but not just better than them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Like, and then some people don't want you to do good, but don't even want to do good for themselves.
Oh God.
It's like, so we both lose it. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't pay attention to people.
okay. So
F them people.
Say that.
So in our weekly topics, as far as entertainment topics, we are going to talk about Monique and the Shay Shay. The Shay Shay interview. That's a giggling interview, but he is reaching millions and millions and millions of people, and I congratulate him on that. But the giggle is just so funny to me because it reminds me that he's got his own thing now, because he didn't giggle a lot when he was on ESPN, but now it's like he's always giggling. It's like, dude, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like he got his own thing, and he's like trying to live in the idea. But we're gonna talk about it, and then we're gonna talk about Jonathan Majors, because the only place he's gonna be able to work now is in Madagascar, because it's just like there's 2 more people. But we're gonna talk about those, and then we're gonna talk about our book portion. So we'll be right back with a couple of seconds. Okay, as far as the book portion of the show, I am reading A Little Life, and y'all know this is an 814-page book, so it's taking me a while. But I do want to relate to something in life that I'm reading about in this book, which is crazy, because they talk about this book on TikTok. So seeing it on TikTok, somebody that she was like, yeah, we got to read this book. Why don't you read this book with me? Because it's a very sad book. So I'm reading this book, and it's a character, Jude, in this book, and dealing with somebody that's dealt with addiction in the past, because I used to drink a lot, I used to kick it. And Jude is addicted to cutting himself, self-mutilation.
Damn.
And it's just like the saddest story. So he is trying to, like, he been in the foster system. He's been like, it's one time he was supposed to get adopted by this family. This family like played him. They had him come and like was helping out at their house, and then he thought he was in, because he used to get abused by the fathers at the orphanage, and it never talked about any sexual abuse. It just talked about they used to beat the hell out of him, and that's why he used to cut himself. But like growing up in him, like an adult now in the book, he's still doing that. And he has a friend that's a doctor. He goes to his friend a lot. And then there's a family, like he's like close to 30, and there's a family that want to adopt him. And they got money, they rich, but he's still cutting himself. And it's just sad just reading the story. And it's just a different form of addiction. But addiction, you know, it does, because everybody around him is affected by it.
Yeah.
And I want people to know that if you are dealing with addiction, you be like, well, it's me and it's myself. You do mess up the quality of life of everyone that's around you.
You do.
Yes,
You mess up the quality of life of your children. You mess up the quality of life of your parents. You mess up the quality, if they're still around. You mess up the quality of life of your friends. You mess up the quality. The only people quality of life you probably not mess up is people that's just as messed up as you, and the people that's doing this with you. Because guess what? They go home and they don't really care and they don't have much else, you know, that they're dealing with. But I'm just saying one of the major things that you need to remember. You know who the person is that told me quality of life. It's crazy. You told me that. Like somebody wrote it down for you. You don't remember that? When you told me that alcohol and drugs mess with people's quality of life. You know what I'm saying? So I remember that. That's like the one intelligent thing he said.
Hey, one is better than none.
Yeah.
But the thing about, because I think back when I used to drink a lot, and it was like I used to mess up the quality of life. I know I don't talk about me drinking a lot on this show, but you know, reading this book made me want to talk about it. And it's like I used to mess up the quality of life of relationships and just like, you know, like even I remember, you know, people telling you like women be like, it's not that I don't want to like. It's not that it's not that I feel like you're gonna hurt me or you're gonna hit me. I feel like you're gonna kill yourself. Watching you destroy yourself.
Yeah.
It's just
On so many levels.
and then I got to deal with that later that you died from. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the quality of life and just reading about this book. Yeah, this book. They said I told you. She said I'm gonna cry when I can't remember the last time I cried off anything. But it did make me like kind of sad when I was reading it, like, dang, why this dude can't just get it? But that's how people feel when other people have addictions. Like, why can't they just get it?
Yeah, it's kind of rough because, like, y'all know I volunteer in the community. I do a lot of focus groups. And actually, we was in a focus group, and it was somebody that, you know, did self-mutilation. And they said that one of the reasons why they did it is because they feel like when they do it, they're releasing all their pain. And what they like to watch, you know, the blood, their life force leave their body and everything. And it's just like, especially when you have kids, it's like I sit back and, you know, I think about my mental health struggles and me going to therapy. And that's the last thing I want my son to have to deal with is like deal with, you know, deal with mental health issues or whatever. So that's why, you know, like when you say quality of life, you know, that's why I try to, you know, do the best that I can, you know, in order for him to have the best quality of life. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's sometimes I be wanting to do, you know what I'm saying? Like I be going through stuff and I just be like, but I have to sit back and like, you know, I keep a picture of my son, you know, in my car, on my phone or whatever. And, you know, when I'm struggling and when I want to go to a point, you know, I look at my son because it's just like honestly, if my son was here, I don't know where I would be like right now. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing about it too is kind of like you talking about being raised and like raising your son, and it's good that you have a good relationship with your son, because the one thing that I remember when I used to be going through stuff, and I'm saying I don't go through stuff now, we all go through stuff, but when I used to be going through stuff as far as like drinking and dealing with alcoholism and like, you know, trying different drugs and things like that, the one thing I used to always remember when I got sober is like, Dad, I have parents that actually care about me. So your son always gonna remember that when he's going through stuff. Like my dad cared about me because my parents always cared about me. You know, my father, it's funny because my father was like, my mother was like, yeah, he could just go to church. My father was like, he been going to church his whole life. He probably need to go. He need to go to somebody treatment center. Yeah, but it's just crazy dealing with that. And then looking back, like how many years ago it was. I don't want to tell my age, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah, you 67.
Yeah, I look like I'm about 30 though, but I'm in my early 20s. But yeah.
Anything that you would like to add on?
As far as
you guys, like
you know about start crying,
Well, I thought about it, but no, I'm not a very emotional person, but I may swell up a little.
Okay.
But yes, I've dealt with addiction. For 7 years, I was getting high every day straight. I couldn't even function sober. Like when I was sober, I'd get into car accidents. When I was high, I could live my life because it hurt. You know, living and waking up every day hurt just to be there. I used to ask my mom, why the fuck did you have me? Like, that was how bad it was. But, like, I won't go into too much. I'll just say that one day I broke down real bad. And I was like, I can't kill myself because I have kids. So, God, deliver me. Because I don't want to be here. And, like, I keep asking you to end my life, but you won't do it. So I feel like God answered. Whoever God is or whatever to you, that entity answered me. And at this point, I can live my life every day without smoking weed, without getting drunk, whatever. I just pray, I meditate, I get up every day at like 3:40 in the morning. I go work out before I go to work. I take care of people and I just bless myself, bless the day. Because at the end of the day, there is so much to be grateful for. Like, you could be a person just like me going through mental anguish. However, you're healthy. So you're able to get up and walk. You don't even understand what type of a privilege that is. So to be able to breathe, to be able to go outside, to be able to make a new version of yourself every day is a blessing. You don't have to be confined to who you used to be or what your circumstances were in your childhood. And don't let that childhood bring you down to the point where you can't evolve. Because if you become stagnant, you dead. You just the walking dead.
And you said something. You said something on key too, because when they teach you in like Alcoholics Anonymous, if everybody go to Alcoholics Anonymous meetings or whatever, but Alcoholics Anonymous, they talk about God. That's a big part of that program, or NA, Narcotics Anonymous, or any type of anonymous programs where they deal with addiction. You have to find a relationship with God, and God is, you know, like, and it's not like God, like, hey, you know, it's whatever higher power, whatever entity,
whatever you believe,
you believe in, you know. And it's funny because Alcoholics Anonymous was found. Where was it found? Where was Alcoholics Anonymous?
I've never participated in it.
Even if you never participated, but it's
in Akron.
In Akron,
It
Ohio.
was?
Yes.
Oh, fun fact.
Yeah, because there was kids in Akron.
Get the heck out of here. Y'all ain't got nothing but farmland.
They was like, oh my God.
I swear.
They was like, oh my God, party Olympics.
I hate it out there. It looks so old and outdated.
What?
There's like poor little
my pearls.
I'm sorry.
Can't talk about my dear Akron.
You got any books that you want to talk about?
It's book time.
Who, me?
No, I already talked about no.
Oh well.
Oh, books.
Well,
Okay.
let me say I've been lazy. I'm not gonna lie. I've been lazy these past weeks. I haven't really been reading nothing. I'm just gonna be honest with you. My brain has been like a ping pong, just with a whole bunch of stuff that's going on in my personal life. So.
Understandable.
And I'm definitely going. It's gonna be a long time before I finish this book. It's 800. Man, what page am I on?
Okay, you guys. So I can't sit down and read nothing because in a minute I'll be just dozing off, you know. So I listen to my books. I'm on Audible. My most favorite books are like Laws of Human Nature, because if you read or listen to that book, you'll realize that there's really nothing you can do about what the next person does. All you can do is plant the seed. Yep. However, focus on yourself, okay, so that you can be the person that you were meant to be when you were put on this earth. Because you have something to do, and you have something to accomplish, and you have people's lives that you need to influence. Rather it's negative or positive, believe it. Both of them energies are very important. But find your purpose and pursue that. So that's The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene.
Real quick, you said either negative or
positive,
yeah. Which is deep. Yeah. Which is deep because sometimes that negative energy, because sometimes your energy doesn't mesh with another person's energy, and it teaches them something, and it teaches them who they need to deal with, and it teaches them like what type of ideas that they gather to be something to hold on to make their lives better. And then your energy is something. Go ahead.
And I'm pretty sure I told a few females out there, I probably was the negative energy.
Just apologize. He apologizes right now.
Yeah,
I'm a good guy.
Well, and that's the thing too. A lot of us, like, we run around in life and thinking like, but I'm such a good person, but you probably wasn't good for that person.
Yeah.
Or they want to be the victim.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of times. You want to know? A lot of times too, it makes it hard for you to deal with separation from other people when you start saying, that person is this and that person is that. All you can deal with is yourself. So you saying that person is a victim or this, you know, you just gotta. It just makes it easier for you to deal with yourself.
You know, the key to growth is accountability, and this is for women too. Ooh. Like, if you can't be accountable for your own actions, how the fuck you gonna grow? You're always talking about it's his fault, it's her fault, it's my mama's fault, it's my daddy's fault. Well, when you're 18 and over, it's your fault.
Yeah.
So choose wisely, do better, whatever it is you need to do to become your better person. Stop blaming everybody else because you're not going to grow that way.
Yeah. Oof. Hey, she said it.
So pick up a little life because some lives are very small.
Laws of human nature. You guys need to know that.
Yeah.
I thought we was meeting at the...
Babe, I'm on my way to Riley's house right now. I just found out some crazy ass shit about Joe and she's got to know about it.
Tiffany, stop. Just stop.
No, it can't wait, babe. It can't wait. I'm on my way right now.
Babe, you can call her later. Just call her later.
No, I gotta go, babe. Love you. Bye.
So this is the most important part of the show.
This get all up in her.
Yeah, this is the part
dang.
we get all up in our guest business, and
I am. I'm trying to figure it out because y'all so secretive about what's on the itinerary.
So, question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you the first question I want to ask you, because this is a question I want to ask you, like, just watching you and seeing on Instagram, seeing how you operate. Yeah. What made you decide to get into acting? Because you have a personality of acting anyway.
Oh my God, you guys. I grew up in acting. I'm going to tell you this. I can't tell all my business because there's some shit going on in my past. But I'm going to tell y'all this. From an infant, 1993 on up, I had to always pretend to be somebody I wasn't. And I'm just going to say that. So my mom would run lines with me. You going to do this. You going to say this when you go here. You gonna do that? Blah, blah, blah.
That's black.
Okay. Then y'all went through it too.
Yeah. My parents was in the church, so of course they was like, you don't say this.
Yeah, from the beginning, like when we go to the store, anything, like I had a script. So I've always had a script. Now, when I was in grade school, I went to Benjamin Franklin. We had an arts program, drama program. I did my first stage play called The Pirates of Penzance in the 3rd grade. And then in 2014, I crossed over to film, and I did Heights Girl.
Hold up, Pirates of
Penzance.
Who wrote that?
I don't remember. Girl. I was in 3rd grade.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
It just sounds familiar.
Look it up, scholar.
No, it sounds real familiar.
Yeah. It was a famous play. It was good. I was one of the little umbrella girls in the front.
Oh,
man. You sound ignorant.
So, is it my turn to ask questions? No, I'm about to fan out. So it's just so funny, like how life comes around full circle. Because I remember watching Heights Girl, and and like I'm here like interviewing you, and I'm an honorary Heights person because I've worked in Cleveland Heights for like over 20 years. Yeah, but I've worked.
Why you keep doing that?
Yeah, but I worked for the school district for over 20-something years. I want to shout out my dude Will Clark. You know what I'm saying? He's from the Heights and all that stuff. But so watching Heights Girl 2, Hey Mr. Postman, and Airbnb. Yeah, see, I told you. He's jealous.
No, because Airbnb that made me like not want to ask her to come on the show. Because I hated your character. You was nosy.
I was the intrusive best friend.
Yeah, it was like you was nosy, and it just like it irritated me because it was like.
Watch y'all up in her.
Yeah, it was like she about to get killed. That's exactly. I kept saying that.
Can I
go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So each role you were different. Like in Heights Girl, you was kind of like vulnerable, and I liked the therapy portion in Heights Girl. Heights Girl 2, you was getting a little turned and whatever, fighting in the funeral. Yeah. Then you was turned in Hey Mr. Postman in the car.
I was.
Yeah, and then Airbnb, he said you was nosy, you was looking out for your friend. So out of all those characters, like how much of yourself is in those characters?
I say none.
Oh, okay.
I'm very to myself. I'm nothing like those ladies. First of all, Unique, she's the girl from High School. I'm never gonna be caught up on no nigga wondering what the fuck he doing. I don't give a fuck, because if I feel like, y'all gonna have to blink that out, I'm sorry. But if I feel like,
keeping that.
Yeah, we keep it
if
up.
I feel like I can't talk to you about something or that you're being dishonest with me, I'm just gonna drop you. Okay,
You played the hell out that role, then.
I did. I'm nothing like that girl. As far as Ashley off of Hey Mr. Postman, you would never catch me. I don't have to ride up on you with another man dogging you. Like, I stand on my own. I'm an Aquarius. I don't need nobody around me. I don't need an audience. I don't need validation. I just do this stuff because it's therapy to me. Who else? You said what other movie?
Airbnb.
I can't remember my name. What was my name on Airbnb?
I can't remember. Nosy.
Whatever.
Irritating.
Tiffany. Her name was Tiffany. I'm not Tiffany neither, because I got a best friend I've been friends with for 11 years, and I barely know what the hell going on in her life. Shout out to you, baby girl. I love you still. But at the end of the day, like, it ain't my business. Unless you make it my business.
So just to add on to that, so what about your upcoming role in Black Men Can't Cheat?
Oh my God, you guys, I'll never be that bitch either. But
Don't give it away.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I know I can't. I know
Johnny
I can't say.
and Jill to get mad at
Oh, they will. But I'm telling y'all, I'll never be that grimy.
Just leave it at that.
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
I want to see it. I really want to see it. And the crazy
March
thing,
12th,
the crazy thing about it is,
2024.
and this is not really a question, but this is gonna sound like a fan, but she is beautiful on the internet.
thank you.
She's beautiful on the internet, but in person, this is a child of God. She is gorgeous in person.
Look, she's blessed. both y'all blessed.
No, she's very, very, very attractive. Very attractive.
nice.
See, I'm a
Yeah.
thug, so
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
I'm blessed.
You got
All day, every day.
So you sing too, and you rap.
Yeah.
Like what started first?
The writing poetry turned into writing music. Then it turned into singing, which I was told I couldn't do. Then it turned into rapping because I don't know, it just comes.
When did you tell you? When were you told you couldn't sing?
Yeah.
You was a kid, wasn't you?
Yes.
Because most kids can't really sing. You remember? It just gonna sound crazy. You ever see Beyonce old videos?
No.
It's like, oh my God, and then it's like, now it's like, damn, that's the same
You
person.
gotta grow.
Yeah, you gotta grow like as a singer.
But someone in my family told me I'm no Mariah Carey, I'm no Whitney Houston, I should stick to writing. That was in the first grade. I was going to Waterston Lake. I'll never forget it. Because I told that person, I don't give what you say. I'm going to do this because this is what I want to do. And then it took until I dropped Love and Heartache, which took me like 10 years to complete. And I don't even ask questions. However, that person came to me in tears and was like, I should have never doubted you. It's the resilience for me.
Dang.
Yeah.
So I mean, you have like an exceptional personality.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's
So
what's up.
have you ever had any type of formal training when it comes to acting?
No,
singing?
nothing.
Oh.
Just life. Life is my form
Oh,
of
so
training.
you just got the skills. It's like
Yeah, and you write too, right?
Yes,
You write.
I'm
So
a
like,
writer.
are you writing anything right now?
No, but okay.
Cause I write too.
Yes and no. I want to write a book about my life, but I have to make it fiction because I'll piss my mom off if I told the truth. So I'm gonna write a book about my life, but in the meantime, before that, I'm writing new music.
Okay. Yeah.
oh, so it's my back to my.
That's how the show been going. Like, oh, you are so fangirling out right now. So
Well, what do you mean it's not his regular self?
because no, he's just nervous. Like he actually,
He seems so
just
cool.
fanny.
See, look, I'm cool.
He like, do I go next?
Not you shaking the cheeks.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm cool under pressure, man. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
It's kinda like-
Man, you made me forget what question I was about to
What
ask.
you about that?
yeah. It's written down.
Yeah,
Oh damn!
no, sometimes I come
kinda
up.
oily.
Yeah, sometimes.
He about to cry. Go
So,
ahead.
and then,
Stop
you
it.
made
You don't
me
look like
laugh.
you about to cry.
See, man, you got me all.
Oh, you are tearing. What is that? What is that?
What?
Because I've been laughing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Dang, man, you got me messed up.
I'm just
Okay, so I always ask this question. I like to, don't ask the typical question. I ask everybody who acts this question when they come on the show. So, if you have a favorite movie, TV show, if you had to redo it, what would it be?
I love Inception. I don't know. I just like all Leonardo DiCaprio movies.
Okay.
Inception was deep because it took you into deeper consciousness. I would want to be a part of that. I don't even know where I would fit in. But
I really didn't remember Inception, but I watched it.
Did you?
Yeah, I watched it and I'm like, why don't I remember it? Because I probably watched it at night.
It was real cerebral.
Yeah, probably was like.
I might do.
But you want to know if you ever seen it? You ever seen Eyes Wide Shut?
I don't know who's in it.
Tom Cruise.
Most likely, I just can't remember. If
That's a really good movie. It's kind of about the Illuminati, but yeah, it's the aspect of the white portion of the Illuminati.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's not like a house party because they redid the whole Illuminati thing and they had whatchamacallit on there. I'm from Cleveland, Kid Cudi on there, and he was like about to.
I ain't seen it.
Yeah, but it was not a good.
I seen all your movies.
Have you seen? What's your favorite movie?
Yes, you.
Yeah, I don't care what his favorite movie.
Hey, you don't give a damn about me.
Okay, so I won't say I have a favorite movie, but the most frequently watched movie is Titanic. Do not crucify me.
I watch it. You know what? I watch it every time.
Yeah, he like
Once a year.
I think she heard you say that.
I
she
know
know
I
that
didn't.
because she know you annoy me.
You know
and
that-
she like,
that movie-
Why is this so annoying to you? Because it's so long.
no, he annoys me.
Oh.
I don't know why, but I watched that movie.
I have never watched it.
I think Rose was trying
You
to.
should.
I think Rose kind of played him though, but I mean.
Why do you think she played him? He was a lower level guy, and she gave him some nookie in the backseat of the car, when she was supposed to be giving her married the man who was wealthy some nookie. She gave him her virginity.
Who's
She was a virgin.
Yes. Or well, at least she was portrayed to be. You know, girls back then couldn't freak around or they'd get in trouble.
I wonder if like the Titanic. Okay, so the Titanic, they made the Titanic. Remember that submarine that sank? I wonder like if years from now they're gonna make a movie about
They are.
the submarine.
You know they is.
Because that was kind of weird. How do you prepare for roles though?
How do I prepare?
Yeah. How do you?
Okay,
prepare?
so I have a little thing going on. I take the script, I read it as though it's a novel, like a book. I read it for entertainment. Then I go back through the script. I read it again as though I'm taking notes on my character. Then I read it again to see how I can better break my character down. And then after that, I just keep reading it until I become the damn script. I'm reading it all up until they say action. Yeah, I'm very studious like that.
Dang.
What was your favorite movie to do?
So far, Airbnb. No, well, yeah.
Because Herbert is
He's a nut.
Yeah,
That's
he
my
cra-
guy.
yeah,
Shout
he
out to
crazy.
you.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. When I watched Airbnb, I was like, oh, shout out to Brittany too. I haven't
met her, but she
Yeah.
like watching her is like watching Hollywood.
Yeah, she's on point.
And the reason why I'm gonna say shout out to Brittany is because I run into her grandfather all the time, and he is an amazing man. As a matter of fact, I ran into him today, and I talked to him today. He always tell me about what Brittany's doing and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I love
he's
that.
real. Yeah, he's real proud of her. Even he's trying to get into
Shout out to Herbert too. Shout out to Herbert.
Yeah.
That's
Ron,
that's one of my favorite Cleveland actors. Herbert and Hakeem is one of my favorite. Cleveland
Yeah,
actors,
that's
too.
what's up. Love Hakeem.
Yeah.
Herbert. But when I was first watching that movie,
And then
I was like,
Brittany.
Brittany's
Never
great.
met her, but she's one of my favorites.
No, she's great. If you could have her on the show, you really should. She's just a great person to be around.
yeah, you one of my favorite actors too.
Yeah, he be jockeying and it'd be so weird. It'd be so weird.
Yeah, but when I was watching the movie, I was like, what the heck? But then the way the movie turned, I was like, oh, that's dope. So Jill did dope
Writer.
Yeah.
Johnny did a dope
Love
job.
Jillian Holtz.
Yeah, everybody behind the scene, y'all.
Yeah, Johnny.
Johnny Del Cerrone.
Yeah, John Del Cerrone. Yeah, John Del Cerrone. That's one of my favorite people in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Hey, how many favorites you got? What do I?
You ain't on the record.
I just needed a co-host for the show, so.
Oh dang.
Yeah,
Oh, so you just okay?
He
So
using you.
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah.
for real, you gonna go with that?
No, I'm joking.
Like, what?
No, I'm joking. He cool.
So,
He all right.
so music wise, who are some of your favorite artists?
Hold on, this be
I'm
funny.
Because I have a weird taste in music.
Yeah,
So
he'll be like, and he'll say some of the stupidest stuff. That's stupid. We got to because I said stupid before. And they call you stupid. I said some of your ideas are dumb.
You need a whooping.
He'd be like, he would say something about an artist that could really sing. I'd be like, they can't really sing. I'd be like, what?
go ahead.
Go ahead.
My taste in music is different.
It's weird.
So I like all type of artists, from black to white, from rap to
Name a female
country.
Like, what's your favorite female rapper?
What? Why would you do that? Let's see. Favorite female rapper.
See, when you walk on
He
the
gonna
show.
say somebody we don't even know. It's gonna be somebody from
Rapper.
Akron.
From females. I don't know, you guys. Hold on, female rapper.
He gonna
female
say somebody
rapper.
in
I don't
here.
know. My favorite male rapper of all time was Tupac. Nah.
Yes!
Favorite female rapper? Let me think about that.
Well, Tupac, we could go with that. I could.
That's my favorite artist of all time.
And I liked what's that guy name? With the dreadlocks, making the body feel wet. Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes. Great.
Okay, and then who else?
Jamaican. Busta
Yeah,
Rhymes.
I love that. But it's on the female side as far as rapping. Now I gotta pick one of these new girls because that's all I can think about. Her name is Kim the Man. She be flexing.
Oh, okay.
Go look at her.
Yeah. I thought you was about to say Nikki. I was about to walk out the show.
I'm sorry, no. But Nikki, I love you for the time that you brought me up when I was in my youngest 20s. Yes.
I think
She's
Nicki's
never
great.
been.
Yeah, he hates Nicki.
She's a dope artist for her
Yeah,
time.
I'm gonna sit here and be on this show. I'm gonna tell you this. I have never heard a whole Nicki Minaj song.
Really?
No,
Never.
You never liked one?
No. Honestly,
Well,
I don't like.
dang.
Okay.
I have anxiety in the way, like, the way she.
Yeah, I ain't
That-
listen.
it messes
I mean,
with me.
I ain't got a whole bunch of Nicki music, but I've heard a lot of Nicki songs because Nicki
Yeah.
has been around so long.
Yeah.
Moment for Life was a great.
Well, you know what? I
Moment
take
for
that-
Life was a great
you know
song.
What? You know what? I'm lying. I take that back because at one time when we was doing the
Oh yeah. We was at the event. He was. I think we right before that he was talking about how much he hated Nicki.
Yeah.
So it was a song came on, right? He like, this song going. and I'm like, busting with her and Lil Baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
okay,
Her
I
little
get what you're
baby.
saying.
He was like, who is this? I was like, nigga, that's Nicki. He was like, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like it.
Got you.
That's all. It's because she had made so much music that you got to find something that you like. And I do feel like sometimes whoever be writing for Cardi B, they be writing some good stuff for her.
Yeah, she got good.
Because she got some good comebacks in line.
She right for herself.
No, her
No,
man
she
be
don't.
right for her
She don't
sometimes.
write for her. She ain't
Well,
never-
her ex-man.
Yeah, she ain't never wrote for
I can
herself.
hear his lines in her music,
I just think Cardi B is an entertainer.
but she can deliver. She delivers.
She delivered what's given to her.
Since you said Tupac was your favorite, well, you all right with me.
That's
Yeah.
my guy.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite actor, actress?
Oh my god. Okay, so I love Leonardo DiCaprio
I wasn't expecting that.
and Denzel Washington. Those are my two favorite male actors. Now you always ask about females. Let me think about that. Who? Kate Winslow. Let me think about black. Viola Davis. Oh, they always say I look like her. Love, Hate. Thin line between love and hate. What's that lady's
Oh,
name?
Lynn Whitfield.
Lil Whitfield?
Is it? Oh, I heard that too. What's the other one's name? Who?
Regina King?
Oh my god, not her. Oh my god, know her name. Oh my god. I can't think about it.
Regina
right now.
King was in there
It wasn't her. Think about the lady who played Tina Turner.
Angela Bassett.
Yes, her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Angela, I don't see that.
Yeah, you
They
kind of
say-
favor
No, she
her
don't.
a little
They say I
bit.
look
Yeah.
like
No,
her.
you look like you fine.
No.
As a Bassett fine too.
Mother say
But I'm saying, but you more. She's very much more.
I have
mature
never
lady
heard
than
this
you.
dude say
Yeah.
fine this much in.
No, I'm saying no. I said that you do. You doing? Let's say, are you doing fine? That's what I said.
I'm
Are you
doing fine, I'm
Exactly.
doing
Shut up. Mind your business. Why are you turning red? Oh my! Is this a white?
turning
boy?
red?
This
What is
white
going
boy-
on
this white-
here?
That's why he put over there turning red.
He's rojo.
Let's see. I think that's all the questions. we have.
No, don't do that. No. But no. What's next for you? What's next?
Yeah. What's next for you, Jaleisha?
The show ain't over.
Okay, so I have a movie coming out. You guys heard it be mentioned a couple times. It's called Black Men Don't
We
Cheat.
don't.
That's a lie. All men have the potential to cheat. I'm not going to bash everybody.
I like that, the potential.
Yeah.
Instead of saying all men cheat.
I can't. I had to grow up and realize that I can't just put everybody in the same category because there are other people who think outside the box. I don't like to be categorized because I'm not what you think I'd be.
Yeah.
So why would I do that to someone else?
I like that. That is. And what else? What else you got going on?
Some of these women out here lethal too.
I'm working on a new album. I don't have a name for it yet.
Okay.
But I got a video paid for, so it's on the way. That's it right now.
So we coming back and we about to talk about Monique. No, we gonna start off with Jonathan Majors because that's real quick. All right.
Watch him hit the ground. Know it's been a minute since Shalisa been around. Want the smoke, blow it by the pound. Ego big, head up in the clouds. On my throne, I ain't never coming down. All my shit be hitting, you can tell it by the sound. He on my line, cause he said he like my style. Money talk, bullshit, walk a mile.
Jonathan Majors, I see 2 more. Soon this brother ain't gonna be able to work nowhere but in Madagascar or some other country that anybody ever heard of, because he is faced with 2 more charges of him roughing these women up. Allegedly that he is that they're, because that's how things happen now. Like once one person says something about you, then other people feel brave, and if they happen, because these are allegations, not saying it actually happened, other people feel like, well, it's my turn to to get my truth out too. You know what I'm saying? Because we are living in a time of people feel like this is my truth, but sometimes I'm not victim shaming or anything, but sometimes a lot of people's truth are not really.
It may be exaggerated.
It's exaggerated, or the idea, but I don't know what happened because I have read minimal about what happened. I just saw it and it was very interesting, and I didn't actually dive in and try to see exactly what happened like I normally do.
I think I read some of it. She was one of the women was talking about how he kept her isolated away from her friends and family. How he kept her from certain roles or whatever to do whatever.
It's crazy because you want to know the major with that type of behavior, and you know where a lot of that come from when men do that to women. You know where that comes from?
Insecurity.
Yes.
I've been there.
Insecurity.
I've been there. Shout out to y'all.
And if they feel like you're beautiful or you are some type of threat to, like where you might find somebody else more interested in me, then they put you like in a.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I've always been the type like, can you please go do something? Because I can't.
Well, it's not
because I can't be.
But that's not. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about.
Yeah, but I know what you're talking.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Like these like everybody have a million things that happened to them before they met you.
Yeah, that's true.
And because sometimes I be seeing stuff and I be like, or like meeting people, like even like me and you when we first started doing the show, and I like I knew you like before I knew you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's certain stuff you do, and I'll be like, something happened to this dude. I'm just like, but it's the truth though. It's the truth. But sometimes, just like when we was talking about when I said, man, I don't trust nobody. Yeah. And he was like, you trust me? And I was like, no, I don't trust nobody. And because of things that have happened,
I was offended by it. I was kind of I was shocked because like you normally don't get people that actually to be honest. I was like, damn, nobody be honest.
You did put the money back though. Yeah. I'm joking.
No.
I can't trust you.
No. One of my favorite people.
No, he's
dying to meet.
No, to keep it real though. Like he is more trustworthy than most people that I know. You know what I'm saying? Outside of like certain people in my family, but like it's just. Man, I'm telling you,
there's
people,
no smut on my name.
Yeah, people are.
That's good.
People are crazy. Like
they are.
People are crazy, and you have to realize that it's whatever people went through, and they went through this before they even met you.
Also, don't talk yourself out of your blessings, because allow people to show you who they are. Like before you yeah, you can have your guard up, but don't have it up to the point where it's to your detriment.
Oh, he know. I let people in. Like I do let people in, but it's just like sometimes it'd be like.
I mean, I feel the same way as he do. Like when it comes to trusting people, but this is how I don't take the new people. So like me,
he don't.
So like I'm like real quiet or whatever. Like cause like even when we used to be out somewhere filming or whatever, I just wouldn't like talk to people.
This how he is though, and I don't mean to be telling business. He'd be like this. He'd be like, man, like I'd be like, yeah, we probably had that person on the show. He'd be like, man, I don't know, man. I don't, I don't take the new people like that. Wow. And then it'd be a female, and I'd be like, yeah, she. Oh. He like, oh, let me see some more pictures. He be like, man, what day she available?
Oh my goodness, mister, you can't be sexist.
Straight cap.
He's sexist.
I mean, I don't know. I just women have better.
We do have
a
better experience with women.
Yeah, because it's like we on a show with two guys, so it's just like
we need two different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Because women are always easier to work with too. And then you could get guys on the show, and they egos just be like
ego is a mug, man.
Yeah. But we've had like great dudes on the show. Don't get me wrong. But it'd be like So I'd rather have women on the show.
Yeah, but back to Jonathan Majors. I mean, like I don't know. It's just like I've never been the type that really dealt with egos and like insecurities. A lot of times I've been told that I'm a little too nonchalant.
Me too. What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh, okay. I'm Aquarius. So.
Yeah. So it's just like
Virgo.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
So
I'm surprised y'all get along.
believe me, we argue. No, but I mean, you got a lot of people, not only men, but women that's just controlling. They want to control you. They want to know where you at all hours. It's just like
I look at Jonathan Majors too, and they talk about his childhood, talk about how he was, and then you look at him physically too. I'm like they always making fun of his big nose and how he looked like old and how he looked like a because people mean as hell.
They are.
You know what I'm saying? They be talking about like how he looking because his aesthetics is not like
women was
they like
that Creed movie.
But he's older now, so that's his childhood. Like they was talking about like him getting picked on when he was young because everybody used to pick on people when they were younger, and that stuff stick with you.
It happened to me too. No, it happened to me. Oh yeah, you guys. I just be made fun of. But are you done talking?
No, I'm done.
All right, so I'll tell y'all one thing.
What did he say? Don't mean nothing.
Oh, when I was in grade school, like I said, I went to Benjamin Franklin. I'll never forget. Okay, I was a preemie baby, so I used to have a skinny body and a big ass head. So I would walk past tables and it'd be like 12 children sitting at the table. They'd be like, "Hey, Jaleesa," and just drop their head. Or they'd be like, blow pop. Or they'd be like, "You got a big ass head," but now they see me on TV and they be like, "Oh my God, you always were so talented. Oh my God." Yeah, y'all need to be careful what y'all say to people because it's ignorant.
Well, the thing about it is the big-headed women are the most beautiful women. Rihanna, big ass head. Naomi Campbell, big ass head. Like who else got the big head?
Beyonce got big ass
Beyonce, big ass head.
What's that other girl? The top model, Tyra Banks.
Tyra Banks, big ass head.
Fucking Naomi.
Like it is to me like the big head thing. It is like an elitist look to me. It's like
you certainly showed them.
Yes, I did because now they all oompa loompas, cankles, and I could talk about y'all, but I'm too sweet for that. I don't want to make y'all feel like how y'all made me. No, it's all love.
But we're gonna pull up that Instagram up to the show.
I ain't doing none of that because they don't even need to be seen. Huh?
All right. So she was talking to Eric when she Monique, the Monique interview on Club Shay Shay on Club Shay Shay, he just that laugh, I hate his laugh, but it's funny though. So on Club Shay Shay, so I guess that's the culture now. Just go on Club Shay Shay, get messy, talk about everything that happened to you. And what you think about the Monique interview? Like, did you see it?
No, come on now. I didn't see the Monique interview. I just saw clips and I didn't watch them.
I mean, you see, why didn't you watch it?
I don't know.
I don't never watch it.
Are you sick of that too? Like, you sick of this whole culture of like black entertainers or black comedians where they just feel like their side to a story is exactly what happened?
I don't mind people telling the truth. It's just that I
hate when people. Okay. I'm not trying to. I hate when people call it their truth. You know
Why isn't it their truth?
Because there's two sides to every story. You don't, and sometimes it's been like I've been in situations. I am not even gonna lie, where I'll be like, I feel like this is what happened. I feel like this is exactly what happened, and then I start talking to the person about the situation that happened, and then half the time I was sitting there thinking what you thinking in your head. Like, this is exactly what this person thinking in their head. Even if they telling me their truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm judging the situation because I'm like, nah, you shady, so this is what you thinking in your head. But they're not actually thinking that. Or situations where I view things different because I have a warped perception of what's going on because psychologically what I'm going through and how I feel about this person or how I feel about the situation or how I feel and my insecurities dealing with that situation. So I created a truth. You know what I'm saying?
But that doesn't make your truth less valid because it's your perspective and you wholeheartedly believe in it.
But sometimes our perspective is a lie.
And that's true. That's why it's your truth. It's objective.
Yeah. So, but I don't call it. But I know that the idea is to say, because I feel like it's catchwords and it's like just saying somebody's truth. I don't. And black people,
their perspective.
Yeah, perspective.
Or their point of view.
Point of view, because sometimes black people, we get caught up in these like little catchwords. It's like woke and all these words that annoy me. Good morning, queen, and you know what I'm saying? Because these words are just catchwords to me, and it's kind of like it's not real. It's not a real part of life. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I feel like these things do happen when there's something more solid, like he punched me in my face, not. And then he said, and I heard, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not somebody's actual truth. That's somebody's idea. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to Monique, too, as far as, like, After Precious, because that's been the same interview she's been doing since After Precious. I feel like that's unfortunate that she wasn't getting paid. And when I hear about what happened to her with the Parkers, like, I hate when I see like these black people. They put a lot of black names, but they don't put out a lot of white names. Yeah. Because the Parkers, the amount of money the Parkers made, that show's still in syndication. The amount of money that show made, you should be name dropping some of them. You know what I'm saying? That's like that you're not making no money from. But you know, like these black comedians, they go because comedians are the most sensitive people ever. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they laugh about it.
You know what I'm saying? And they get together. They go on these shows and they sit on Shay Shay's couch. I hate that name, Shay Shay, though. But go ahead.
Can I get my? So I didn't watch the interview. I really never watched these type of interviews because I don't feel like they're edifying and they don't build up. But I can understand them telling their truth. What I don't like about when they tell their truth is how people don't take the consideration to hear the other side of the story. So it's just so it makes.
Can I say something real quick before I forget? Yeah. I feel like you should force yourself to watch these interviews because if we're gonna do a show like this, because I don't normally want to watch them interviews, but I would force myself to watch them just because we're gonna talk about them.
If you would have told me, I would have watched it.
Yeah.
So, but back to what I was saying, because she talked about DL, right? And DL comes out and defends himself. And then everybody talks about how funny, DL's not funny. Even though, he still has a show in syndication. I mean, not syndication, but he's still on the radio. He's still getting booked for shows or whatever. Yeah, when these type of interviews come out, it's all about who people like the most, who they feel like popular, whose side they take, and I feel like that's not fair because you got to think about yourself. What if somebody said something negative about you, and everybody was running with what that person said? You would want to tell your side of the story. You would want people to give you the proper respect to hear what you have to say. So that's why I don't really like these interviews. And just like what you sent me in the messages, somebody had made a comment. Like I remember back in the day when people did interviews, they talked about what they had going on, what's next for them, not other people. Yeah. And I think it's
because she thought that's what our show was.
And it's getting to the point where it's just like I could get on Instagram and I could read all these quotes about, only pay attention to myself. I don't worry about other people. It's all about me. But then people exposing other people. Like I've never been the type of person that has exposed people, even though I probably could. But it's just never been in my nature because it's like I know what it is. I've had people lie on me, and it's like you know what I'm saying. I know what it is.
People, So people always like to say they fired me, and I've never been fired from no project, nothing. Never.
So my thing is
when I quit, they always say when I quit, they be like, I fired him. I'm like, no, I quit.
Yeah. So, but one thing I do want to say is it's funny how people flip flop because when Shannon Sharpe was on whatever ESPN show he was with Skip Bayless. Skip was talking to him any kind of way one time. Everybody was calling Shannon Uncle Tom. Now all of a sudden, he's getting all this.
Sit down.
Now all of a sudden he's getting all this notoriety. Like, oh, Shannon's good for the culture. So I want to see how people are going to react once he have a white guest on there and that white guest start exposing black people.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, that is another catchword that I really hate too for the culture.
Yeah.
Because the idea of culture is advancement, and the idea of culture is not like drama. That's not culture. Culture is art.
Yeah, I'm gonna see.
Culture is look. Google the word culture. There's nothing negative. Look. There's nothing negative in the definition of culture. Culture is like the advancement of like arts and like what a lot of white people look at culture to be.
Yeah, so I just want to see if they gonna give Shannon them same props when he have a white guest in a
let her read it.
Culture, the arts and other manifestations of human intellectual achievements regarding collectivity.
Yes, that's not culture. Drama is not. Is there anything about like telling people business and stuff? But you want to know what's crazy? how did humanity was able to survive all these years, and human beings was how was human beings? If you probably could Google that too. Human beings, the one thing that helped.
Is this an interview or like a history?
No. But this is something interesting that people want to see. One of something that that one of the things that human beings does that cause humanity to thrive and to live.
Talk about each other.
They sure do.
Yeah, gossip.
Yes, that's true. We ain't gotta look that up. We already know that.
Yeah, but gossip. Yeah, but it's in that book Sapiens. It's in like a lot of other books I've read that gossip is a good thing for humanity.
Yeah, but so I just want to see. So I just want to see if people are gonna stick with Shannon Sharpe or they're gonna flip flop when you have a white guest on there and that white guest start exposing all these black people, or it's gonna be like, oh well, Shannon's Uncle Tom now because he has this person on there, and you shouldn't be having them talk about our people, or whatever. So
it's always gonna be somebody who in their emotions irrationally and say things of that nature. But if Shannon Sharpe is smart, he'll make sure that Caucasian guest also out his own people too. Throw a little 10% in there.
You know Bobby. What's her last name? Bobby, the girl that does. She kind of stepped away from doing some of them interviews with black people too because they were dogging her. Because,
you talk about Bobby? Yeah.
Because they were dogging her about she's like a disgrace to black culture because she was like having all these rappers, but she explained why when she was doing an interview with Kiki Palmer. Well, I always want to call Kiki Palmer Kiki Wyatt. That's how you know. That's how you know I'm ghetto. I always want to be like Kiki Wyatt, but she was talking about how a part of interviewing these black people because they said she was making us look stupid because these black people go on the show and say stupid stuff. So just like Sukihana was just on her show and she said,
I think Sukihana was playing.
Yeah, she said,
I gotta give her
she goofy.
Yeah, she said she said you a musician. She said no, I'm not no magician. Or she didn't say magician. She said I don't do spells. She was like no musician. And she was like, no. She's like, I do music. She's like, which is a musician? And she was like, yeah. So it was kind of like,
I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. She's being funny.
I feel like she is she's a satire type of person. She'd do things on purpose just to get your reaction.
Yeah. Just like she said she was in slow classes too. I think that was just like her plan.
She could have been, but at the end of the day, it didn't define who she is today. She ain't slow.
Yeah. I mean, she's smarter than everybody. What she put out there. So do you have anything else to say about Miss Monique and her husband? What's his name?
Daddy. She called her husband Daddy. That is crazy. Like you paying Daddy's bills. Like I guess that she giving back to her father. So, but yeah.
All I gotta say, my last thing is if you can praise Monique and for her telling her truth, please give everybody she talked about, please give them the same respect.
And my last thing is if you could praise Monique, you could go to Thought OPPS and follow us on YouTube and click share and like.
Yeah.
Thought OPPS, hey.
Okay, this is a lot. Hey,
I've been on many. I don't know. I have to think about that.
We already started. This is the last portion of the show.
Well, I should have said yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we are doing our featured topics.
Yeah, our featured topic. We got 4 brand new topics.
4 brand new topics that we're about to put in the bowl, and she's about to pick a topic, and we're about to talk about that topic.
That part. Okay.
Yeah. So our first topic is competition needed for success, even if it's friendly. Topic number 2, why do you think people lack patience? Topic number 3, exposing secrets after a fallout. And
we just talked about that.
And topic number 4, what was some of the worst advice you've ever received?
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, you want to know what's crazy? I haven't thought about it because he just came up with the topics earlier today. I didn't think about none of them, so I gotta like.
Oh, we all pick one?
No. You gonna.
Oh, okay.
Just you, and then we just discuss one.
You just gonna freestyle.
Okay.
Freestyle, right?
Yeah.
You want to freestyle?
If you put a beat on. Yeah.
Oh, you can freestyle?
Oh, yeah, I really can. You put a beat on, I'll be chilling. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah. No, she probably.
If I'm on the spot, I do.
You gotta shake them up.
Oh, shake them up.
So, what topic are you like interested in?
Let her pick, cause
you can talk about anything.
Because then she gonna say something about the topic. Which one you want?
Number 3 for real because I really been through that. So hopefully I get number 3 because fudge that.
That ain't how it works. You ain't about to get through
Maybe this
that.
might be 3.
That ain't how it works.
Let's see what this is. What if it is how it works?
That's how it works.
Yeah, usually when they say I want something,
It's 4. Dang, y'all like
which one was
No, topic number 4.
Worst advice?
What was some of the worst advice you ever received?
That's hard.
Wow, actually, I do have one for that. It's very touchy. So I was 16 and pregnant, and I was walking down the street on 135th and Kensington going home, and I didn't want to have this baby. She already had a conversation with her about it, so it's nothing that's going to break her heart. But somebody told me drink rubbing alcohol so I can get rid of it. And I went home, I looked at the bottle, I stared at it, and I said to myself, like, now what if my baby survives and now she's got a problem? I'm not going to do that to her. And it'll be one of the most brilliant people I've ever produced in my life. No. Worst advice I ever got.
Worst advice? That is bad.
Man, that story right there is
just,
like...
Yeah. Worst advice I ever got, and it's times too. Some of the worst advice you ever get is like people telling you to deal with people again.
Yeah, that part too.
Yeah, people telling you to deal with people again, because it's like every time it's like you start realizing, well, I don't deal with this person is because of this. Because sometimes people are there for a reason, season, or like
a lesson.
A lesson too. Reason, season, or lesson, or lifetime. And it's like some people, they're not there to be there the whole time. Yeah. They're there because you need to learn something from them, and then sometimes you need to teach them something. Because sometimes you start realizing. Because you ever had a conference? Because I was gonna put something today on Facebook. I didn't put it. I was like, that's crazy. I was gonna put. That's crazy that this is a topic. I was gonna put. Don't ever get so bored that you talk to them again.
Yeah, don't go back.
You ever get bored? You want to talk to somebody just like, or you've been in a situation you're like, man, I should call her because she probably think this is funny. You know what I'm saying?
I've been in that situation.
Don't do it.
Yeah, you probably like maybe I should pick up my phone and call.
Hey, big head.
Yeah, hey, big head. You remember? I know you married, but you remember? No, I'm just saying, like, you remember? Sometimes we get bored to the point where we go back into bad. That's when you need to find stuff to do. Go back into bad relationships, bad friendships, bad business relationships, bad everything. You
Don't
know what
go
I'm
back.
saying?
If you left it for a reason. Remember that. You don't have to go back. You don't owe nobody no type of loyalty.
Sometimes it be hard, though.
It do, but I told somebody on the Dope Dicks, and she had posted something saying like, this girl need help moving on. What's your advice for her? I posted it on there. Ghost the person or go like break up with him and then fight it like it was the hardest addiction you ever had. I mean, you're going to have cravings for this person. You're going to miss this person. You're going to remember some of the good times, but remember why you left that person where they were. Don't count you out. Unless you want to keep going through that cycle, then go ahead.
Yeah. And then my parents told me to leave Jamaica too and come into America with them. And it's cold as hell in Ohio.
It's so cold.
You love it here, man.
I do love it because I love my life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, Jamaica, every time I go, I swear, not the last time, but the time before I went back to Jamaica, I was like, I don't even really want to be here with my whole family. Everybody going to be, I don't feel like being here. And as soon as I hit Jamaica, I was like, this is home. I love this. I don't want to go back to America. Just being somewhere, and I know this probably gonna sound racist, but there's nothing like being somewhere where everybody's just like you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying anything about white people or anything like that, but it's just being somewhere where everybody's just, all those people are Jamaican too. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody is just like me. And the funny thing is, when I be in Jamaica, I don't know if I start looking different because I'm living in America. They be like trying to talk about me, like I'm talking about like going to resorts and stuff, or like going to different things. I remember these Jamaican guys was talking about me, like, yeah, he's something, and then I'd be like, and I kick my patois. They'd be like, oh, he come find y'all. And you know what, Jamaican too. I'd be like, yeah, y'all think y'all funny because y'all thought I was American. Yeah, but it'd be funny. I'm like going back to Jamaica, but go ahead.
I think I got kind of two of them, and it's kind of piggybacking off of something both of y'all said, and
Why are you laughing at him?
Because he said piggyback and he's short.
Oh, I didn't catch all that.
I'm just go ahead.
But I think I don't want to say worse. It was worse. Some bad advice I've gotten is that you need to have a relationship with all your family members.
That's a good one.
And I have no problem loving my family, but there comes times where family members can forget what you've done for them because they're in a good place. And a lot of times when people are in a good place, they tend to forget like when they was in that bad place, and how they counted on you, and then they do stuff, and then you see them, how they deal with other people, and then when it comes to you, it's like whatever problem they have with you or whatever is just kind of just. I just don't want to say too much because it's dealing with family or whatever. But I've learned that I can love my family, but at the same time I really don't have to have a relationship, especially if it's not good for my mental health.
I agree with you.
So I feel like if it's not good for my mental health, and when I see certain stuff, it's always causing me to be pissed off, or it's always causing me to feel some kind of way. I have to catch myself and think that even though these people aren't my family, I do have people that support me. I do have people that look out for me. I do have people. It's crazy because like I have people that I don't know, that have my best interests, and it's just like I've always been an introvert. I've always been into my own shell, and like me doing the podcast, us doing our movie project, whatever. I've been around like a lot more people. So it's just like, so it's like exposing me to a lot of people. Like, dang, people really do, have your best interests. And another, I know it's bad advice, but another thing is like, you always have to defend yourself. And it goes back to what I was talking about earlier. Like, I feel like, it's like, I don't feel like, I have to always defend myself because of somebody else telling their truth. Yeah. Because I know the type of person I am. Because people,
just like I said before, people always construct in their head that you were thinking this and this how you felt. And this,
all you gotta do is ask.
Yeah, or even when they ask, they be like, "No, you wasn't." Right. Because I've been in that situation where people I'm like, "How you gonna tell me?"
Yeah, I've had a situation where I was looked at as a bad guy. And people talked about me like I was a bad guy, but they didn't expose what they did. It's all about what I did. And then it's just like, why do I need to defend myself? Because every first of the month my bills come, my bills still getting paid. I'm still going to work. I'm still blessed to, not be in debt. I'm still blessed to have the things I have or whatever. So why do I need to worry about myself, defending myself to people that is not even helping me do anything?
I forgot the name of the song, but there's a song. It's by Chrisette Michelle where she said, "Whatever they say I did, I did."
Okay. Or Eminem, "Whatever you say I am, I am." Because if I wasn't, then why would you say I am? Forget it then.
Yeah. Because it's crazy because people just be like, it's just the idea of like, okay, whatever you said, I did it because if that allowed me to walk away, unscathed.
Yeah, because even like in situations like people heard stuff about me and they like, "Oh man, you need to go defend. You need to." I'm like,
I've been through that. I went through that.
Right, and you've been around situations in my life where they be like, somebody would be, and I'd be like, "Dude, I don't care," because and then I hate when sometimes even your friends come back and tell you like, that stuff ain't true, or that stuff ain't benefiting me,
or do they?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because that stuff ain't benefiting me. So
well, I know sometimes people always say, well, I look at it like this. Like if somebody come back and tell me something, it might be one of those things where if I come back and tell you something, like if you my friend, if I come back and tell you, it's like one of the things like I want you to know.
You looking out.
Yeah, it's not like I'm telling you this to be messy. It's like, man, I'm telling you. Yeah. Because I don't want to come back and it come back to me and you're like, damn, you knew about this.
Right.
You ain't say nothing. You're supposed to be my friend or whatever.
No, I'm talking about frivolous stuff. Because I've had like people tell me stuff and they'll be like, that's stupid. Like, that's dumb. Or when we was in high school, like dude, that ain't benefiting nothing.
Yeah, let's not go there because at the end of the day, as you were saying, because I could tell that in your past you had a problem with people attacking your character. don't, if you know in your heart you ain't did shit, there ain't no proof, no nothing. It's just people word of mouth. First of all, people get older. I'm gonna tell you this from working with older people, they're gonna forget. Okay, so at the end of the day, you go find something positive to get into, and your name will wash itself.
Yeah.
The people who constantly talking mess and everything, they're gonna be their own downfall, because at the end of the day, people gonna look at you like, why you always so messy? You know what I mean? And then the whole thing about the whole family members thing, I agree with that. You don't always have to mess with somebody just because blood is involved. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick, I haven't talked to my grandfather in 5 years. Want to know why? Because a man that I was dating choked me unconscious, okay? Could have killed me because I was literally on the ground lifeless, okay? Couldn't remember what was going on when I finally came to consciousness. And this dude said, just because my grandfather, that's this dude, said, just because you're not cool with him anymore doesn't mean I don't have to be. Well, that means you ride with that kind of behavior, and you chose that man over me. So to this day, Eugene Smith does not have a relationship with me.
That is crazy.
You don't have to deal with somebody because they're your grandfather, your father, your mother, your whatever. Toxic is toxic. It is what it is. Be okay with letting people go. That's
crazy, because I was talking to one of my brothers, and we was talking about like family, and we was talking about like if I don't fool with somebody no more, that means you don't fool with them no more. Unless we got a kid together, or you know what I'm saying, and we have kids, you know what I'm saying? So we want to make the entity of that sacred and try to be like at peace. But if it's like, if I got a friend or somebody, or like a past relationship, then you ain't got to see them in the street and roll your eyes at them, but you ain't gonna be on the phone texting them and talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that don't even make sense.
Yeah, so look, just to take just to flip the question a little bit, have y'all ever given like bad advice before?
Oh, absolutely. Do I just drink a lot?
I'm sure I have. I just can't remember what it would have been.
I used to tell people to drink dark and light together too.
Oh, that's horrible advice.
Or put it in the freezer.
Yeah, or I used to mix it. Like we used to have this
Buffalo parties.
when I used to have the parties, because I'm in the fraternity, so we used to I used to mix the dark.
Did y'all used to call them Harry Buffalo parties?
No, we used to call them. I don't want to mess my fraternity up, but we used to have a drink, and we used to drink dark. We used to put dark and light together. And I remember like this girl on campus said that I was like, because she got so drunk, was trying to put out a lie and said that I was, making no. That's just actually that's what happened when you mix dark and light. You gonna get super messed up.
Well, see, I say this because I had went to a party once, and my cousin went to Ohio University, and we went to this thing they called a Harry Buffalo party, which they took a plastic garbage can, put a plastic bag in there. Everybody brought liquor. And
Yeah. That's how. But we did that,
okay.
but it was called my fraternity name Punch.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So but one person would make it, and we had like a recipe on how to make it.
Okay.
And I used to make it like for every party, and we used to have fruits and stuff in there too. But you would be, man, I'm talking about like people would get so upset because they'd be like, because they forget anything they did the night before.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of better, but I think I gave a friend some advice about somebody he was dating. I'm like, oh, you should go ahead. And it turned out bad. I'm like, my bad.
I say this, like when women used to be like talking about their man or whatever, I used to be the first one to be like, leave him, instead of talking about conflict resolution. So I'm sure that was bad advice at one point.
I'm trying to think of bad advice. It's a lot of bad advice I done gave him, but I would say that now that I am older, and now that I'm not old, but now that I'm a little bit older, I'm a little bit more mature. When my friends call me for advice, and especially about relationship stuff, I'm kind of like, just listen.
Yeah,
you know
that part. Just listen. and if it's something that is like black and white, you know what I'm saying?
I can attest to that.
I can even like family stuff.
Yeah.
When we talk about family stuff, you be telling me about your family stuff. Yeah. I'll be real quiet.
Yeah.
I'll never say nothing. I'll never say nothing because I feel like you can't really tell some. And then sometimes, even when you talk about your family, sometimes time heals things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes time heals things, and you come to the point you be like, damn, I can't believe we were there, because whoever you're dealing with, they have to go through something so they can look at something different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I would never tell you, cut your family off, or cut your baby mama off. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie, he do be weird. I'll be calling him, I'll be talking about it. I'm like,
Yeah, and then when he try to get me to say something, I'm like, nah.
Yeah, because like,
it.
how could he really take your side when he hasn't heard the other person's side?
Yeah.
That's just like
Well,
when we talk about
or
No,
even-
but see, but we no. When we talk about me, I'm telling the truth. You don't need no. You don't need no other side.
that's your truth. You don't know what happened
Or the
for
thing
real.
is, it's so delicate though because
Yeah.
that's a family thing. Even if he
Yeah.
is telling the truth, it's like we said, it's kind of like delicate because it's a family thing, and when family emotions come involved, and then sometimes even relationships, like you would have told somebody about who they with, and then you see them together,
Right.
And then they get to an argument. I've been in a situation where I just say something because you force me to say it.
Yeah.
You force me to say it, and then they'll go home and be like, "Well, that's why Terry
Now
said."
you in that
Now I'm
shit.
in it, and I'm like, "You forced me to say it, like, because they forced me. That's how they force you to say it. What would you do?
Right.
What would you do?"
Accident.
And then they get mad at the person, like, "Well, he makes sense because he said." And they like, look like this son of a mother. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because
nah.
I've been in that situation, and
That
I
part.
feel like that's very vindictive, though.
Yeah.
And it's mainly y'all do that. Women
Stay-
do that.
stay single.
Women do that.
Don't be underestimating.
Stay single.
Yeah.
Single is cool. I'm single. I love single. It's peaceful.
Yeah. So anything else? I mean, I'm done with that.
Yeah, I'm done too.
Yeah.
Anything for
Yeah.
you, Jaleesa?
All I want to say is that when somebody comes to you about their personal business, just listen. Sometimes you need to be the listening ear. You don't always have to be the one talking. Shut up and listen.
Do you want to shout anybody out?
You got any shout outs?
Yeah, shout out to Johnny Filmworks. We got a movie coming out, Airbnb. I will be working on another album, so shout out to that in the summer. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Jaleesa Johnson. That is JALISHA_JOHNSON. And every other platform, Jaleesa Sings, JALISHASINGS. And just Google me.
And make sure y'all watch this episode.
Yeah, watch this episode. And thank y'all for watching this episode of Thought OPPS. I had like probably the most fun today.
Yeah.
Ever. And
Me too.
We enjoyed it, I guess.
Blushing, this dude.
You the one
Is this
turning.
blushing? I didn't even know
Yeah,
you
I'm
could
too
be
dark.
blushing
I'm
for
too
Rocky
dark
Horror.
skinned. He the one over there turning red. Okay, you know what? The show is about to go off. So peace out.